In this world, not everyone is given the divine protection and guidance that comes from the presence of angels. There are many who walk through life unprotected, unaware of the unseen dangers that threaten their lives, their purpose, and their destiny. But let me tell you this, angels don't guard everyone, but they do guard a woman like you. You are not just another person walking through this world. You are a woman with purpose. You carry within you a divine assignment, a unique calling that only you can fulfill. It is not by chance that you are here today. You have been appointed by God for a specific purpose. And that purpose is so powerful, so transformative, that heaven itself has assigned angels to ensure you fulfill it. Angels are not dispatched to guard just anyone. They are positioned to guard those whose lives are intertwined with the fulfillment of a divine plan. You as a woman have been chosen by God, and with that choice comes a powerful promise of protection. You are a target not just for the attacks of the enemy, but also for the divine purpose that is set before you. And it is in that purpose that angels surround you unseen, constantly at work, protecting you from dangers that you may never even know existed. But let me remind you, the angel's assignment is not just about safety. No, their job is far greater. They guard you because you carry a destiny within you, a destiny that can change the world, a destiny that is meant to impact generations. You may not always see them, but they are there, standing by your side, ensuring that you are walking in the fullness of your divine calling. What the enemy wants you to believe is that you are insignificant, that your voice doesn't matter, that your life is just a small dot in the vastness of the universe. But the truth is, you are a woman with divine authority. You have the power to shape the world around you. When you recognize that the angels are surrounding you, that the protection of heaven is over your life, something inside you shifts. You begin to realize that you are not just walking through this world on your own. You are not navigating your life aimlessly. No, you are walking in divine partnership with the heavenly realm. And this is where your strength comes from. When you know that angels are guarding you, you know that you are not alone in your journey. Even when the storms of life rage against you, even when the winds of adversity threaten to overwhelm you, the angels are there. They are assigned to you because your purpose is too important for you to walk this path without divine assistance. So, woman of purpose, never forget that you are never truly alone. The angels are guarding you because they know the importance of your destiny. You are not here by accident. You are here by divine design, and that design is being protected by the forces of heaven itself. Every step you take, every decision you make is being guided by the unseen hands of the divine, and nothing can stop you from fulfilling your purpose unless you allow it. Remember, the angels don't guard everyone. They guard the women who are destined for greatness. And that is who you are. Step forward in boldness, knowing that heaven is with you, guarding you, guiding you, and empowering you to fulfill your divine assignment. Divine assignment is not a mere coincidence or a random occurrence. It is the purpose, the calling that God has placed on each individual life before time began. Every person is created with intention. But for a woman, this assignment carries a deep, transformative power that impacts not just her life, but the lives of those around her. A divine assignment goes beyond mere occupation or daily responsibilities. It is the divine purpose that resonates with the very core of who she is. It aligns her actions, thoughts, and desires with the plan that God has specifically designed for her. When a woman understands her divine assignment, she begins to recognize that her existence is not just about surviving or merely going through the motions. She is an instrument through which God works to manifest his will on earth. The assignment may look different for each woman. It could be the role of a mother, a leader, a teacher, or a trailblazer in a field. But the essence remains the same. It is a calling that reflects God's divine will for her life. Her purpose is often tied to the impact she will have on the world and the lives she will touch. This assignment often requires her to move beyond her own limitations, fears, and doubts. It calls her to rise above the circumstances that would try to define her and step into a realm where only God's plans take precedence. Every step she takes in fulfilling her assignment is marked by divine grace and protection as it aligns with the eternal purpose set before her. Through this divine assignment, she discovers not only her purpose, but also her true strength and potential as a woman of God, chosen and called for greatness. Angelic guardianship is the divine protection and guidance provided by heavenly beings assigned to watch over and safeguard those chosen for a special purpose. These celestial beings are not simply present to shield from physical harm, but to actively intervene in ways that align with God's will. While not every individual is granted this level of protection, those who walk in alignment with their divine assignment, especially women with unique and significant purposes, are surrounded by these heavenly guardians. These angels are divinely appointed to ensure that the path of purpose and destiny is fulfilled without interference from unseen spiritual forces. Angelic guardianship is more than a passive watch over someone's life. It is an active and ongoing defense against the forces that seek to derail the divine plan. They are assigned to guide, protect, and support those who are moving in alignment with God's purpose for their lives. For women, this guardianship is particularly significant. Their journey often comes with spiritual warfare, emotional challenges, and battles against forces that seek to diminish their worth and disrupt their calling. Angels stepped in to fight these unseen battles, providing the strength, wisdom, and protection needed to overcome adversity. These guardians operate in the spiritual realm, invisible to the naked eye, but their presence is felt. Their role is not just to protect from external harm, but to provide internal strength, fortitude, and peace during moments of doubt and difficulty. When a woman walks in the fullness of her divine purpose, angelic guardianship ensures that she is not only protected, but equipped to fulfill that purpose in ways that exceed her natural capacity. They are a testament to God's commitment to seeing his divine plan unfold in the life of every woman destined for greatness. The power of womanhood is a profound and inherent strength that goes beyond physical appearance or societal expectations. It is the divine essence and capacity placed within every woman by God, a power that reflects the nurturing, transformative, and creative force she carries within her. Womanhood is not merely a biological reality, it is a divine expression of God's design meant to shape the world in unique and powerful ways. This power is found in her ability to create, to nurture, to influence, and to transform the environments around her, whether in the home, in the workplace, or in society at large. A woman's power is not just in her ability to give life, but in her ability to sustain and mold life. She possesses a natural resilience and capacity to withstand challenges, to rise above adversity, and to keep moving forward even when the world seeks to diminish her. The strength of womanhood is in her ability to balance multiple roles: mother, leader, provider, teacher, and more, without losing sight of the core of who she is. Her strength is woven into her emotions, her intuition, and her capacity to love deeply and unconditionally, yet it is also found in her ability to stand firm, to speak up, and to take charge when needed. Her power is also spiritual. It is the reflection of divine wisdom, understanding, and purpose that flows through her, guiding not only her own steps, but influencing those around her. When a woman understands the depth of her power and walks in the fullness of her divine purpose, she becomes an unstoppable force, an agent of change and a beacon of hope and healing in a world in desperate need of transformation. This power is not meant to be hidden, but to be expressed boldly with confidence for the benefit of all. It is the divine light that shines through every woman, illuminating the path for others to follow. Being empowered for purpose means recognizing that every woman has been uniquely chosen and equipped to fulfill a specific divine assignment in the world. This empowerment is not based on human abilities alone, but on the divine strength and guidance that God provides to ensure that his purpose for her life is accomplished. It is a deep understanding that she is not just living aimlessly or by her own strength, but that she has been empowered by the Creator to carry out a mission that has eternal significance. The empowerment for purpose is evident in the gifts, talents, and abilities God has given her. These are not just random qualities, but specific tools designed to equip her for the task at hand. Whether it's the ability to inspire, to lead, to nurture, or to create, these gifts are a reflection of her divine calling and are meant to be used for the greater good. When a woman understands that she is empowered for a purpose, she stops seeing herself as powerless or insignificant. Instead, she recognizes that her life is marked by divine intention and that every step she takes is part of a bigger picture. This empowerment also comes with authority. It's the authority to speak with confidence, to act with courage, and to walk in the fullness of the destiny God has designed for her. There is no room for fear or doubt when she understands that she has been given everything she needs to fulfill her purpose. The power of purpose empowers her to stand firm against opposition, to push through challenges, and to rise above the obstacles that seek to discourage her. She walks in divine confidence, knowing that the strength she needs is not her own, but it is a divine strength flowing through her to bring about the fulfillment of God's plan. Empowered for purpose is not just about personal success or fulfillment. It is about being a vessel through which God's glory and purpose are revealed to the world. When a woman walks in this empowerment, she becomes a catalyst for change, a force that can transform lives, communities, and nations, because she is no longer living for herself, but for the greater purpose God has set before her. The unseen protection is a powerful and often overlooked aspect of divine guardianship. It refers to the constant, invisible defense provided by God through his heavenly forces, angels, spiritual covering, and divine intervention that shields individuals from harm even when they are unaware of the danger. This protection is not always visible to the human eye, yet it is a reality that operates behind the scenes, guarding and guiding the lives of those walking in divine purpose. For women, this unseen protection is especially significant, as they often face unique challenges and spiritual battles that require not only natural strength, but supernatural covering. This divine protection works in ways that are often beyond human comprehension. It can manifest as a sudden change of direction, an unexpected delay that prevents a tragedy, or a sense of peace in moments of fear. It is not just about protecting from physical harm, but also shielding from spiritual attacks, emotional wounds, and the subtle forces that seek to undermine a woman's purpose. In every moment of weakness or doubt, the unseen protection of God is at work, fortifying her spirit and ensuring that she continues moving forward on her divine path. Many times, women walk through life without knowing how many dangers have been averted, how many times God's protection has stepped in to prevent harm. The divine forces working on their behalf are often invisible, but the impact is deeply felt. This unseen protection is the reminder that God is always present, even in the moments when we cannot see him. It assures women that no matter what trials or challenges they face, there is a divine shield surrounding them, working in their favor. It is the peace that comes from knowing that God is ever watchful, providing protection, wisdom, and strength to fulfill their purpose without the fear of being defeated. Spiritual authority is the divine power and influence granted to an individual by God to lead, protect, and influence in the spiritual realm. For a woman, spiritual authority is not about domination or control, but about recognizing and walking in the power that God has given her to fulfill her purpose on earth. It is the understanding that she is not just a passive participant in life, but an active agent of change, empowered by divine authority to make an impact. So this authority is rooted in her identity as a daughter of God, which grants her the ability to speak with divine wisdom, act with holy courage, and overcome any opposition that stands against her. Spiritual authority does not rely on human strength or wisdom, but on the strength that comes from the Holy Spirit, which enables her to accomplish God's will in every area of her life. When a woman understands the authority she carries, she begins to walk in boldness, no longer doubting her abilities or allowing external circumstances to dictate her worth. She understands that as a child of God, she has the power to speak life over situations, to command spiritual forces to align with God's purpose, and to see God's will manifest in her life. This authority also means that she has the responsibility to protect her spiritual well-being and the well-being of those entrusted to her care. Whether it's her family, community, or ministry, spiritual authority empowers her to stand as a protector, a guide, and a leader. She is called to declare God's promises over herself and others, to rebuke the forces of darkness, and to stand firm in the face of adversity, knowing that her authority comes not from her own ability, but from the divine power of God within her. Spiritual authority in a woman's life also brings peace and confidence. It is the assurance that no matter what challenges arise, she is equipped with the spiritual power to navigate through them. She is never alone, for the power of God is always available to her, and she walks with the full backing of heaven. When she understands the spiritual authority she carries, she becomes unstoppable in fulfilling her purpose, confident that nothing can stand in her way. Destiny fulfilled is the realization of the divine purpose that God has intricately woven into a woman's life from the beginning of time. It is the journey of aligning every aspect of her existence, her actions, her decisions, her passions, with the eternal plan that God has set before her. Destiny fulfilled is not merely a destination. It is a process, a series of steps taken in obedience to God's calling, moving toward the greater fulfillment of His will. It is the moment when a woman looks at her life and sees the beauty of what God has created and the power of what He has accomplished through her. For a woman, fulfilling her destiny means more than achieving personal success or reaching specific goals. It is about living in harmony with the divine blueprint God has laid out for her, walking in purpose and passion that transcends the ordinary. Destiny fulfilled is the moment when a woman steps fully into her role as a mother, leader, mentor, creator, or whatever role God has called her to, and fully embraces the influence she has to impact those around her. It is when she recognizes that every challenge, every moment of struggle has been a part of the divine preparation that leads her to this moment of fulfillment. This fulfillment is rooted in understanding that every step, every decision, every experience has led to this culmination. When a woman walks in the fullness of her divine calling, she sees the hand of God at work in her life, guiding her through triumphs and trials and providing her with the strength and wisdom to carry out His will. Destiny fulfilled is not about perfection or flawlessness. It is about walking in alignment with God's plan, trusting His timing, and knowing that every step she takes is ordered by Him. When a woman fulfills her destiny, it brings a sense of peace and fulfillment that cannot be found in any external achievement. It is the joy that comes from knowing she has walked out the purpose God has set for her, fulfilling not only her own potential, but also contributing to the greater good of the kingdom of God. Destiny fulfilled is the confirmation that she has walked in the fullness of her calling and that her life has made an eternal impact. In the journey of life, each woman is uniquely chosen and empowered for a divine purpose that is far greater than anything she could imagine on her own. From the unseen protection surrounding her to the spiritual authority she carries, every step is marked by the presence of angels, guiding and guarding her toward destiny fulfilled. Understand this. You are not here by accident. Your life is not a random sequence of events. It is a divine assignment, a calling that requires your full participation, courage, and faith. The power of womanhood within you is a force meant to change the world. Embrace the truth that you are empowered for purpose, divinely equipped for every challenge, and protected from every danger. You may not always see the angels around you, but they are always present, ensuring you fulfill the calling placed upon your life. Walk in your spiritual authority, knowing that you carry a power far beyond what the world can comprehend. Your destiny is not just something to look forward to, it is something you are living right now. Each day you step forward in faith and obedience. The world needs women like you, strong, resilient, empowered, and divinely protected. The impact you make, the lives you touch, and the legacy you leave will ripple through generations. Stand firm in the knowledge that you are guarding a purpose that has been eternally marked for greatness. Your journey has been marked by heaven's hand, and your fulfillment of this destiny will echo through eternity.